You're never gonna be who you wanna be. And I'm speaking on this. No script, no thought, like, no proper thought process. This is my first video. I'm explaining you're not who you wanna be until you trust your vision. And while trusting your vision is gonna get lonely and the path is not gonna be how you want it to be, but you're still gonna get to that path at some point if you continue pushing through it. I don't want to talk about faith or religion or anything because your faith could be not what you want it to be. You can push yourself to be whatever you want to be or whatever you don't want to be. But unless you actually push yourself and continue doing what you know, if you have that vision in your mind, like, hmm, I could see myself doing this, and you could see yourself on a daily basis, like, bro, I see that person do it, I see that next person do it. You think to yourself, wow, like, I could see myself there. So you play basketball, you're watching Kyrie and LeBron, now you're watching SGA, Tatum, etc. People that they could do so much stuff in this world. They get paid, they have girlfriends, that whatever. And you're like, I know I'm good at ball. I could see myself there. Or I might not be good, but I would love to be in that position. You could be 3 feet tall. I'm gonna tell you to continue pushing. Not only you can get a growth spurt and then you can get there, but also if you believe in faith, to believe in all this higher power and everything that you need for it, you're gonna get there regardless. Even if you push forward, if you don't make it to that spot, as long as you keep pushing forward, you're gonna make up on the spot that you're supposed to make up for. If your whole thing is, again, for example, you want to be the best basketball player ever, but you end up not being tall enough for something to go right, if you love the game that much, it's going to be a part of you. You're going to continue pushing, you're going to whatever. Next thing you know, you're a sports analyst. You become a coach. Or you just, helping the kids in your neighborhood become what you want to also become. And now you feel gratitude because at least two out of the hundreds of kids that you help while being a coach, two of them end up becoming exactly what you want to become. Two of them become that coach. And now because you're the one that pushed them, you're the one that taught them everything that you know, now they come back and they help you. Like, this is the coach here, or they come see you like, yo, here's a few tens of thousands here, whatever, because I wouldn't have made this without you. But on the way of doing that, even if you have friends that has the same mindset as you, y'all not the same person. Y'all not gonna have the same mindset regardless of what's going on. You can say I'm talking to the camera and I'm making a video. I could have a friend out there that's like, let's go make these videos. But I'm here right now with myself making this video. Why? Because I know I had to come here and just speak to y'all. I had to come here and explain this is what I need, this is what you also gonna need, this is how I'm continue building myself to become what I want to become. And the question might be to yourself, or you could ask to me, what do you want to become? You know it. I know I want to become. Hopefully, this video gets clipped a month, a year, some years from now, and it's like, he started today, he did this. Now look where he at now, and showing clips. My locks is, touching my shoulder a little bit. Maybe I don't got locks no more. Maybe my locks is down to whatever. Maybe I grow a beard or you know what I'm saying? And it's like, wow, like the whole, but I can see that happening. That's what I'm saying. I'm explaining to you where like I'm in family crib, you know. I can see myself in a different household that I paid for doing my own thing in a video years from now with a completely different look than what I look from now. And then, boom, I can see that. And even though my path to even being where I'm at today, there has been lots of lonely times, a lot of roads where it's like, I know what I want, I know what it needs to be, but like, it's just not clicking, it's just not working. And you're trying to figure out what's not working. Everything just seems like, now you're doing everything right, it's just not for you. And then you don't feel like doing it no more. But if I'm being told, if it's in my mind on a daily basis, if it's something that's like, every day, you can do this. You can push forward. This is what you want. Every day you're waking up like, wow, I wish I was there. Like, I need this. And then on 1 or 2 bad days, it's like, nah, that's not for you. Those are 1 or 2 bad days. Maybe it's like always been a few weeks. For me, I wouldn't say I've been on a down stretch for the past few months. But since last, I want to say July, I've been trying to like I've been doing everything in my power to make myself be as high as I can. And in some cases I've done that. Went to the gym, I was 140. Now I'm like 180, 185. And I could have been higher, but again, those roads in the past sometimes bring you back down. But other than that, things haven't been going exactly how I wanted to go. But I'm here making this video after months of like straight downhill pushing. And it's not for me to speak about just my story, whatever's going on. It's for my words to resonate with you, for you to hear the things I'm saying. And you're like, bro, it's been weeks, and the job I applied for or the interview I had, not to send nobody, not to send nothing to me, or it's been an interview and then whatever. I put 100 applications and nothing came in, or I'm trying to get to this college but they didn't. It's all like literally nothing good can happen. Nothing good even matters if there's no bad. It's like a spoiled child. They're gonna get something great, but it's bad to them because they're used to great. You have to already be down here. I'm trying to make sure I'm in the camera. You have to already be down here. So when you're at least up here, it feels like you're all the way here. Cause like you're so used to down here. If you're already up here and you go up just a little bit more, you're like, well, I've always been here my entire life. That's not gonna do nothing for you. You have to be down for it to even feel how up feels. You have to be lower for you to know what it's like. And the way I see it, if I feel like I've been here already, but now I feel like I'm down here, all that is the jumping off point. I land, and then the energy is going to then boost me up higher than I've ever been before. I know you heard at some point, well, again, I'm not trying to get too religious or whatever, because I know there's millions of y'all in here, not everybody in here is, you know, but I believe in it. And if you do and if you don't, I know you probably heard what you do good and you lose something, it's going to come back in tenfold. That's how I see it. I feel like I've been good, been lost, dropped down. So I feel like this height that I've been at, I'm upping it by 10. And that's the plan, to then become something that I've never been before. But in my mind, I've already been that. In my mind, in my thought process, I've stayed as that. Like to have dreams and I wake up like, yes. And then I wake up and I'm like, I was there. I had that. Or I'm watching someone do something, or I'm watching someone on YouTube and I'm like, I can see it. Like I can see that. For example, I watch like AMP and whatever, but I've been seeing this in my mind for the longest. Cause I used to watch before AMP. I was watching Easy Gang, the I'm dancing the rest of them. Before that, I was watching Dormtainment, where if you don't know Dormtainment, basically bunch of guys, college. This is like early YouTube, and they just making skits, talking about whatever, blah 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 blah. Hilarious, doing their own thing in their own spot. And I've seen it like I would absolutely love, where me and some of my friends can get together and just record things we do on a daily basis. Cause I'll watch Kai, Duke, and Phantom. I always keep going. When I touch my friends, keep going back to that one video of them hopping in the Lambo and just driving down Atlanta, or whatever they want, but driving down Atlanta to Waffle House to get some food. And I'm like, we've been there, not in a Lambo truck, obviously, but I've been there where me and my friends take like a mini trip. We go to like DC or whatever, and we got a rental for this trip. Let's hop in the car, let's go get some food, whatever, and do that. And on the way there, we talk about BS, we yapping about stupidness, we trolling each other, whatever. We'll wait for the female, so now we can act like real stupid, or act like boys, or do boy stuff. Cause when we get there, the females, we can still act, whatever, use our personalities. We're not taking it up to the point that we take up to like the rest, because you feel me. So it's like I've been there. Like I've been there to like a small extent. And them dreams, and in my mind I'm watching, I'm like, that's just us. Like that's just me and my peoples. We just don't have a camera in front of us. If we had a camera in front of us, we would be just as watched as, you know what I'm saying? That's not taking it from nobody else. It's just saying we cool peoples. Like I don't know what to say, and this is just me speaking for them. They're not over here. They never know I'm recording this video. I'm never gonna show them that I made this video. If they find out about it, they find out about it. But back to the topic at hand. As I said, they're never gonna know I'm making this video because I understand that you gotta be alone in these cases. Where it's like you want to go do something with somebody, they might have the same idea as you, but they're not gonna be ready when you're ready to do it. Like, yo, I gotta come and do it. It's like, let me think. They might be making excuses, or they might just not be ready to do it yet because of wherever their life is at, or etc. So that's not for you to, I can't do it because you do it. Once you do it, you're gonna set the precedent for anybody else to do it. And then it's like, boom. Once you start, you already have that big enough pad. Even if they start and having more followers, whatever, than you, since you started first, you're gonna already know more. You're already gonna have that push. Then it goes start asking you, how I do this, how I do that. Then it's like, all right, boom, we there, we straight. You got it. I don't know how else to really explain more of this thing. Listen, I've been here for like 5, 10 minutes, waddling back and forth before even speaking. Because again, I'm doing this with no script. I'm just like, I know what I wrote down one sentence of what the video is going to be about. And I keep sitting down here, press record, and then no words. I'm just, trust yourself. What should I say next? Like, it's just straight off dome, because this is really how I feel, though. Like, this is really how I feel. You have to, it's going to be lonely. Build yourself up to that path. And then once you get there, there's going to be, etc., etc. But you have to start, and you have to start yourself. And when you do start, even if you think you're making progress, and the people trying to stay alone until they prove that they're there to actually make progress with you and not piggyback off your progress or stay with you during the progress, do it yourself. You got it on your own. You're gonna push it on your own. You're gonna make it on your own. And if they're really there with you, you're gonna see that. You're gonna feel that. If you have to question it, question it. And let they get defensive off the question, that's a problem. Even if they weren't thinking they get defensive, y'all have a mature conversation about it and then set you up for what you need. So just push yourself to do what really needs to get done. Because once you start, like, look, I'm making this one video. Once I make this video, you're gonna see I'm gonna start making more and more videos. Cause now that I start and I'm actually speaking to the camera, I know how to continue doing that. So I will continue doing that, and so will you. Trust your vision from the beginning. Trust your vision when it gets dark, because even if you can't see, you still hear what's coming next. So just keep going, because if you can hear it, if you can smell it, if you can imagine it, at some point you're going to taste it. So go get your food.